Sorry I'm late,
Hey,
Jim.
nice to see you.
You know how traffic can be in Miami. Do you mind if I call you Jim?
Not at all. Feel free to call me whatever you want. Just remember to keep it family friendly. So, Josh, do you know why they call this show Lit at Night?
I really hope it's for a good reason, Jim.
Believe me, it is. On this show, there are two different segments we do every other day. One is the literature segment, and the other is the rhetoric segment. Now, let's see. As you were told a few days ago, only FIU students with classes in literature or rhetoric can come on this show.
You could have titled your show something more professional, however, you know?
I mean, I thought it was pretty clever, and it appeals to the younger.
I think maybe we should move on to questions.
That's fair. You're a junior year of college, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And it seems that you took ENC 1101 on the northern campus.
That's true too.
Okay, now, I want your insight on something. As a student who has just finished ENC 1101, why should new students care about this class? Why even care about rhetoric at all?
That's a great question, Jim. Now, what's the difference between the way you talk to your parents and the way you talk to your friends?
When I talk to the boys back home, I don't usually restrict myself because I'm comfortable around them. Usually there are less formalities in our conversations.
Would you talk to your friends the same way you talk to your family?
Like, no, I know. God, no. If I spoke to them the same way I speak to my friends, they wouldn't want to speak to me at all. You know what I'm saying?
We all use rhetoric in our day-to-day lives, whether we know it or not, like the way you change your rhetorical language when you're speaking to your friends or family. Some believe rhetoric to be an art form, like the way, like if you're a lawyer or a
So what
doctor.
you're saying is,
What I'm saying is, in other words, rhetoric is useful when directing a movie, or as a lawyer when you're trying to convince the jury.
you might say you have a way with words yourself.
Wow. Great, that's a great one.
Okay. So I have another thing. While you were going to class every Wednesday, was there anything that stayed in your minds? Maybe something that you had a great impact on you?
Earlier this year, our teacher assigned us to watch this TED Talk called All It Takes is 10 Mindful Minutes.
That's interesting. What's it about?
Well, first, mindfulness is a basic ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we're doing. This TED Talk explains how certain exercises, such as meditation, can become more
Try this
helpful
video out
because
of
in our
any
day-to-day
other
life.
that you've watched. I really do want to know.
I usually get overwhelmed with homework, and because of that, I would often procrastinate until the last minute. Even while I was procrastinating, I'd be under extreme anxiety. This video reminded me to take a step back and be aware of my surroundings.
Do you feel less overwhelmed than before?
Yeah, the advice in that video has helped me quite a lot actually.
That's truly great to hear. Hold on a sec. It seems we are almost out of time, but before you go, is there any advice you'd like to give to the future ENC 1101 students out there?
Well, I do actually. Whenever you need to write a long essay, something overwhelming, like 6 pages or longer, don't leave it for the last minute. The more time you have to write an essay, the less pressure you'll have affecting your judgment, and consequently your rhetoric, if you are doing the essay at the last minute.
Any more advice?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Writing outline can substantially improve your writing and rhetoric as well, so I highly recommend it.
Well, thanks for coming
My
on
pleasure.
tonight, Josh.